Did you know that you can hide a gun trap in a wall? Or that you can make a completely invisible turret pod using a floor stack method? Or even that you can jump twice as high with a simple rock using a new exploit? Here are 8 insane building tips and tricks in Rust that you probably didn't know. From the light ones to those that will blow your mind. Make sure to hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel and check out today's sponsor. Splits.gg is the newest and fastest growing Rust site available. They have unique games like Upgrader Battles, where you battle other players using skins, Blackjack, where you can play against your friends and bet multiple hands, The Wheel, which features a double gold jackpot, and original game modes like Mines, Towers, Plinko and much more. You can deposit with skins, PayPal, credit card or crypto, and instantly withdraw to skins or crypto. Climb insane rewards from daily rain, a 1000 gem weekly leaderboard, a rackback system and bonus cases just by playing. Be sure to use code STELIC for a free 50 gems and remember to gamble responsibly. Now let's get back to the video. In a recent update, the developers added this new line that shows where you can build next to the monuments and where you can't. But even despite the building restrictions, you can place barricades inside this zone. And this area has become much larger than it was before, but there's more. You can put barricades even inside the monument itself, but only on the ground and unless you're inside the building. And it works in absolutely every monument on the map, so be sure to use this trick, as it has helped me many times in PvP. As you know, there are only 2 kinds of external high walls in the game. A high wooden wall and a stone wall. Despite all their advantages, such as extra protection for your base, these walls can easily be climbed over using a ladder, whether it's a high wooden wall or a stone wall. To fix this, you need to place a huge wooden sign on top of the high wall, but in such a way that its lower part is slightly tilted. Just like this. Now you cannot place a ladder because of this table, and you can do the same thing with the high stone wall. But because the stone wall has a different texture, you won't be able to put the sign to be tilted, but it's not a big deal. Even if you just attach the table to the high wall, you still can't put a ladder on it. So just a few signs will block the ability to climb the wall and get into your base. But that's not all. If you want maximum protection, you can put some Tesla coils on top of the high wall and connect them to the laser or footstep sensor. I suggest putting 1 Tesla coil on the high wall and 2 lasers on both sides, so they can cover it completely. In this case, climbing over the wall will not be possible at all, because as soon as you hit the laser, the trap will turn on. And here's an example of what it will look like. 2 lasers cover the entire top of the wall, so if you attach a ladder to the high wall and try to climb over it, you'll take damage from the spikes first, and then from the trap as well. The rock is the only item in the game that can stick out through textures. You can not only place it on the floor, but also attach it to the wall, so part of it goes outside. And this part is really blocking the pass, but that's not the most important thing. If you rotate the rock and attach it to the wall so that it sticks through the ceiling, it will block the pass above, but it will only work if you use control. However, the biggest trick is that you can use this rock to easily jump onto a half wall with a small wall on top. What's more, you'll also be able to jump on a regular wall, which you can't do if you jump off the floor, so be sure to use this trick. I think a large number of players use wide gaps in their base designs, but sometimes it's not very convenient, because this construction can decay and you need additional TC for it. Instead, you can use this simple but very effective method. Build 2 foundations and place wall frames on the last foundation as you would with a wide gap. Then add the floors and build a doorway with 2 walls on the sides here. Cover the remaining square with windows and add 1 high and 1 low ramp. Now remove the floor under the low ramp and you have a great pixel gap. This shooting area won't decay because it's connected to the main TC, and thanks to these windows, you'll get a great view around your base. But most importantly, you can shoot through this ramp, so no one can sit under your base. And even if you get killed from underneath, your gun will stay on the shooting floor, unlike a normal wide gap. If you're building a regular compound with a few entrances and high walls between them, you should add one more thing. Let me explain what I mean. For example, if you get raided, the easiest way to get inside is through the large walls. Once they're blown up, there's nothing else to stop the raiders. However, if you place some large furnaces as high as possible next to the walls, once those walls are broken, the raiders can't get in until they break the furnaces, which is an extra 5 rockets. Right in front of you is a hidden turret that is almost impossible to break. You can only see this turret when you're right next to it, and then only at a certain angle. However, the turret has a great view around it, so let me show you how it works. To give you an example, I will fully gear up and run past the turret at medium range. As you can see, I didn't even have a chance to react. To build this turret pod, we'll use a good old floor stack system. Build 2 squares and place a ramp here. Next, go up to the second week, stand up, and place a triangle foundation in front of you. Then slide back to a square foundation, sit down and clip a second triangle into the first. Just like this. Remove all the excess wick. From the low triangle, build a square with another triangle and remove the square. Next, place a square from the high foundation and check if you can build walls next to it. If you can, upgrade these 3 foundations into stone or metal. Cover both triangles with walls and put floor frames inside them. Place a half wall in the back. Next, you need to close the front with the freehand system. Place the foundation at about this height and make sure the wall has a stability of 78 or above. Next, place the ceiling inside and attach it to the frames inside the triangles. Now attach another frame, but this time to the half wall at the back, and upgrade it into metal, so it takes up less space. Put the roof on top, and that's pretty much it. What's left is to put a turret inside. You can even put 2 turrets if you want. Also, it's better to replace the square with a triangle. To do that, just repeat after me. Now, place the triangle roofs on the sides, close them at the back with walls, and build a doorway in the middle. You can use the remaining square as you like. I put a battery, a TC, a sleeping bag and some boxes here. We ended up with a small base that can be used as a trap or as an addition to an external TC. And finally, I'll show you how to hide shotgun traps in the most unexpected places. For example, you can attach them to a closet that's inside the double door. For some reason, you can't just attach it to the closet, but if you close the door, you can easily do that. You can also attach shotgun traps to the open door, so you'll end up with something like this. You can hide them in the loot rooms at the bottom or at the top. They can also be attached to a high foundation. And here I don't even have anything to say, it's just a broken mechanic. And finally, my favorite. You won't be able to see the gun trap, no matter which side you look down from, but once you jump down, you're done. This trap is very easy to build. Next to the entrance, you need to build a wall and put a roof in front of it. In this case, half of the wall will disappear, allowing you to attach the gun trap to the far wall, so that it sticks out. Now, if you remove the roof and cover everything with walls and ceilings, it will be impossible to see this gun trap from above. However, it can be used and repaired through the wall, so you can completely enclose it. A similar method is used for other traps. For example, if you want to make a trap like this in the loot room, you have to remove everything first. Next, place the roof on the left to remove half of the wall, and place the gun trap here, as close to the wall as possible. After you remove the roof, the gun trap will stick out through the wall, just like with the last method. Next, all you have to do is build a loot room and hide this gun trap behind boxes. But how you hide it is limited only by your imagination. I just showed a few examples. And if you want to learn something new, then in this video I'll show you the best servers in Rust for PvP, IM training and raiding.